Welcome back, everybody, to Synalytics Crypto. My name is Mike, and I'm happy to be here with you once again. Today, we are going to talk about a couple things that are on my mind. We're going to look at the health of the market, and we're going to discuss briefly a couple of projects I'd like you guys to keep your eyes on. Videos will be coming up on those as well. But really, this is kind of sort of all about something I'm going to engage in and embark upon because I want to see if I can do as well as some of the big dogs, guys. We are going to do a 1K to 10K challenge. Seems to be kind of all the rage right now. I think that I can keep up with some of those guys as well, so that has yet to be seen. But I'm not going to be doing any particular moves yet. I just want you guys to be on the lookout for that because in this channel here, I like to give back to you. And what we're going to be doing is as soon as I get that 1K to 10K, $1,000 coming back to the community that supports me. I really appreciate you guys, and I want to be able to give back. So that actually makes two different things that are going to be given back to my community. The first one, of course, if you've watched any of my other videos, as soon as we get to 1,000 subscribers on this channel, I will be giving away $1,000 worth of Cardano to my lucky subs. So we're going to give 5 people $100 worth, and we're going to give one lucky winner $500 worth. So the price of ADA going up or down doesn't matter because we'll be giving away $1,000 worth at that time. So keep a lookout for that. And as you guys participate on this journey with me and you give your input below, please leave comments. Please subscribe if you have not yet. The closer we get to that 1K, the closer we get to that 1K. So yes, we will be giving away $1,000 worth of Cardano at the time of us hitting 1,000 subscribers. So that's $2,000 I'm giving out, guys. I'm excited to do it. Please keep an eye out for the 1K challenge. I will be listing that as soon as I decide and do a little bit of research as to how I'm going to invest the initial 1K, and then I will actually be doing it live. So, well, anyways, on the channel live, but one day we'll get to some live streams. That'll be a whole lot of fun. So anyways, yeah, thank you for being here today. Let's look at this overall market health, you guys. We're at 1.76 trillion. We're doing really well. I think we shot all the way up to just under 1.8 trillion today, and there's been a little bit of a pullback. Pullbacks are healthy, you guys. We're going to talk about a reason why not to panic when things kind of get a little bit rocky, because this is crypto. Those things happen. This is crypto. Those things happen. You have to be confident in the research that you've done. You have to be confident in the investments that you've chosen to invest in because it's your hard-earned money, and we're all here because we want to make a better future for ourselves and our families. So I'm going to bring up a little example of that by one of the most famous traders in history, Mr. Portnoy. But anyways, for right now, we're looking good, you guys. I think Bitcoin actually topped out over $57,000 earlier today, which is great. If King Bitcoin is healthy, then the rest of the market is going to be healthy as well. But what I'm really liking and what I'm seeing here is that the Bitcoin dominance, although it's being chipped away at a little bit here and there because altcoins are doing so well, that's really kind of what we want to see. But I don't see a major shift from the alts to the Bitcoin as Bitcoin pumps. We've been pumping together. This is the first time I've really seen a sustained example of this, because usually it's, when Bitcoin runs, everybody swings into Bitcoin, and then when Bitcoin tops out and kind of goes sideways a little bit, people start pouring money into the top alts, and then it starts flowing downhill into the mid caps and into the low caps. But right now, everything's pretty symbiotic, and I like it. So good times in the crypto market, you guys. I hope you're enjoying. I hope you're doing well with your investments, and we'll just run through a couple of them that I'd like for you guys to keep your eyes on because big things are coming. Like I said, we'll do more in-depth research on some of these, but the Polkadot ecosystem, you guys, is going to be gigantic. It is not necessarily an ETH competitor. They're going to be giving away their parachain auctions. In other words, some of these projects are going to be getting these parachains, which are very interoperable. They're going to be interoperating with Ethereum, which is really great because we all know that Ethereum is what pretty much runs the alt market for the most part. So we like to see Ethereum to be very healthy too. So keep an eye on Polkadot. Yes, it's already run up, but I think that as the ecosystem continues to grow, this is going to be a top 5 cryptocurrency for a long time. Our girl Cardano here, Miss Ada. Doing well, holding strong over $1. This is great. This is what we want to see. Last video I checked in, we shot up to $1.07 pretty quickly based on some of the news that was coming out, but we're holding strong. We're seeing some good health here. I think ADA is going to continue to grow. So many things coming out, you guys. Real quick, I want to go over Litecoin. Litecoin is so overlooked, you guys. The reason why I think Litecoin is about to go on a run, and I think it's probably going to double its market cap because I think that it is undervalued compared to Bitcoin, is when PayPal comes out with basically their next implementation of cryptocurrency, they're going to be not just allowing people to buy and sell the crypto on their platform, they're going to allow merchant transactions. Okay, that's huge for Litecoin. That, in my opinion, is what Litecoin was designed for because Litecoin is a faster transaction. It's also a cheaper transaction. Most people are not going to want to transact in their Bitcoin, and that's wise of them because Bitcoin is a massive store of value. It is here to compete with gold on every level. If we could get Bitcoin to a $10 trillion market cap, which is where basically gold is, I think that's going to be fantastic for the overall health of everything. But people aren't going to transact with it. It's too slow and it's too expensive. So until some of those things have been taken care of, Litecoin is the go-to. Now this news is actually the implementation of this is coming up sometime at the end of Q1 or sometime early Q2. So keep an eye out because Litecoin will run with that news. I really do believe so. Chainlink, guys. Chainlink is in its own category. They have so many partnerships. If everybody knows about Chainlink, but do your own research on this as well. People see it at $35 and they think, wow, it really ran up. But you guys, Chainlink is here to stay. The ecosystem needs what Chainlink does, the interoperability and the APIs that are running through Chainlink. And it's just, if you see a big project, a lot of times you're going to see that it is involved with Chainlink, and they're actually really, really branching out and to be doing a whole bunch more things. So I think Chainlink is actually a pretty good investment as well, because as these top alts run, Chainlink's going to be right there with it, you guys. Very interesting to see what's going on with that. The last one I'm going to talk about real quickly is Uniswap. Uniswap had a massive pump today. It pumped nearly 50%. I went to bed and it was just about $20 and some change. Woke up and it had broken the $30 mark. There must be something big. I haven't looked into the news, but look at this chart. It's kind of hard to invest after you see something like that. That's kind of, can be scary because it can easily retrace right back down to here to the $20 mark. I'm not saying that's going to happen. It's hard for me personally to invest on pumps like that. But the thing about Uniswap is it's the largest DEX in the world. The volume isn't crazy. It's over $1 billion a day, pretty much, it seems like. So for whatever reason, something's going on. It must be the talk about the V3 coming up because the version 3 is coming up. Everybody's been complaining about the Ethereum gas prices, and I don't blame them. I do interact with Uniswap, and it's hard for me to make trades, you guys. When those fees are upwards of over $100, it's hard to do. So if you're not throwing, like 4 or 5K at a project that you're trying to invest in, it's really hard to do that, especially for those who are transacting in just a couple $100s or even a couple grand. It's like that's a big percentage. You're chipping away at your Ethereum, and Ethereum is a great investment. It just continues to reach new all-time highs. Little pullbacks here and there, but keep an eye on Uniswap. If version 3 comes out and implements what it's trying to do and gas fees go lower, I think it's actually going to be really healthy for the market. I think a lot of people who have been staying away from that are going to go right into Uniswap. They're going to be either buying or selling. The volume's going to be crazy. This is what we want to see. So that's enough about those right now. We're going to be getting some other projects later in the week, but we're looking real healthy here, you guys. But I wanted to talk about this real quick. So if you made it this far in the video, thank you. I appreciate your support. Like I said, like and subscribe. Leave some comments below. I'd love to interact with you guys. I try to get back to as many people as I can. But this is a fun little piece of news. And please don't, if you like Dave Portnoy, I'm not throwing shade, you guys. I'm just using this as an example of what not to do. Okay? So day trader Dave Portnoy, disturbed by Bitcoin price, vows never to buy BTC again. Okay, dude, so you shot yourself in the foot, and now you're going to shoot yourself in your other foot. Brilliant. Day trader Dave Portnoy has admitted that he is an idiot. Their words, not mine. When it comes to Bitcoin, after the price of the cryptocurrency continually hit all-time highs, he panic sold his Bitcoins when its price was just around $11,000, which wasn't that long ago, you guys, and has now vowed to never buy the cryptocurrency again. That sort of mentality, guys, is beyond me. This guy has done really well with stocks, but some of the things he has to say is very counterintuitive. Obviously, he's upset with himself, so he's going to take it out on himself by continuing to not get involved in the literally the best performing asset of all time. Dave Portnoy regrets panic selling at $11,000. American day trader and founder of Barstool Sports blog, Dave Portnoy admitted Thursday that he is an idiot when it comes to Bitcoin and said that he will never buy the cryptocurrency again. Yeah, we just read that, sorry. Portnoy bought his first Bitcoin on August 13th, 2020, when the Winklevoss twins, that was a terrible interview, by the way, if any of you guys saw that, horrible interview, who are his neighbors, went to his home and personally walked him through how to buy Bitcoin on their cryptocurrency exchange, Gemini. Portnoy invested $200,000, must be nice, in BTC that day when the price of the cryptocurrency was around 11,000 and some change, according to markets.bitcoin.com. He subsequently bought two other cryptocurrencies, Chainlink and Orchid. Great move on Chainlink. Orchid was actually undervalued, and when he did buy it, pumped astronomically high and then shot right back down because of the media coverage. However, when the price of some of his cryptocurrencies toppled, and when they say toppled, they didn't really topple, guys. They just went down. That happens all the time. Portnoy panic sold and got out of the cryptocurrency market altogether. He explained at the time, "I'm out of crypto because coins don't always go up. Stocks, on the other hand, continue to always go up." Excuse me, sir? You sold because crypto coins don't always go up? Stocks, on the other hand, continue to always go up? I'm just blown away by reading this. I mean, everybody knows that nothing continuously goes up. The stock market as a whole, yes, has really, really gone up. But if you look at the percentage of the overall stock market value compared to the value of the overall cryptocurrency market, the trajectories aren't even close. I mean, we're experiencing massive growth. We're experiencing massive corporate adoption, mainstream adoption, and I mean, people like Tesla and all these things are the news is just incredible with the cryptocurrency space right now. So if he actually sold because his coins don't always go up, it's kind of childish, don't you think? I mean, you're gonna go cry in your milk, dude? You could have made over $1 million on this purchase, probably even more by now. Not that it matters when you're already a multimillionaire, I guess, but if you think that stocks, on the other hand, continues to always go up, hold your breath, or maybe don't hold your breath, because there's going to come a day when I think the stock market's going to have a reckoning, and whether that's going to be good or bad for the cryptocurrency market is up for debate, but nothing continuously always goes up. And if it does, you better watch your step, because there's going to come a time where it's going to go down, and it's going to go down hard. Now that applies to all investments, guys, even cryptocurrency. You gotta protect your investments and be smart with what you do. But I read this and I just chuckled, and I wanted to bring it to life, because it's like I've told you guys in videos before. Don't let yourself get shaken out by these drops. We had one about a week ago or so, maybe a few days less than that. And I sat there in live time and I watched ADA drop to 70 cents. And then I watched it recover to 82 cents within a matter of 10 minutes. These things happen, these pullbacks, these market crashes, whatever they diagnose them as, they happen all the time. And what's really going on is there are a bunch of whales controlling the movement of the markets. They want to get your hard-earned crypto. They want you to sell cheap so they can buy back, because they don't care about retail investors like you and I. They don't care about the little fish. They're greedy gobblers, and they manipulate the markets. They do it with leverage trading. They do it with huge movements in and out of the market, which does affect things. But in a bull market like we're in right now, that's when you have to be really careful. You cannot have weak hands in this game. You gotta have cojones of steel, you guys. Like I said, if you know what you're investing in and you're confident in what you're investing in, you're not going to get shaken out by that. And potentially, maybe you shouldn't try to short on the way down, because if you get caught at the bottom, you're going to buy back higher. Trust me, you're going to. You're either going to take your losses like a man, or you're going to freak out and you're going to FOMO right back in at a higher price of the things you just sold. So this is a perfect example. If somebody like this guy who's got a lot of experience as a trader, albeit in the stock market industry, which is completely different than cryptocurrencies, if it can happen to him, it can happen to you. I would be embarrassed to come out and admit all these kinds of things, but good on him for doing that. For him to say that he's not getting back in the market, he's just hurting himself. Another quote: I know I'm an idiot with Bitcoin, but I refuse to be the poorest man on the ship. I won't swab the decks. Dude, if you're holding on to Bitcoin, you're never going to be a deck swabber. I promise you. I shouldn't make promises because you never know, but come on, man. Like, this is a real big come on, man moment. I don't even really care, especially because there's poor language on here, to go into the rest of this article, but um, you can read it for yourself if you want. Just let it be a lesson, you guys, because um, Bitcoin's still got a long ways to go. Cryptocurrencies have a long ways to go. Market drops are going to happen. You guys, we have to have pullbacks because we don't want to just boom and just go. We don't want the hockey stick, because the hockey stick it comes down just as fast, and that's when people really get hurt. And that's when bear markets happen because you lose the sentiment of the investors. And you know what? It does take retail. I'm sorry, but retail is important. It's not just about the big fish, you guys. Retail, especially for cryptocurrency, retail is extremely important. Retail's got to be over half the volume, I would assume. I could be wrong, but since we're all retailers here, don't get shaken out of the markets. Now, at the same time, if you're uncomfortable with what you're seeing and things are going down and you want to protect your investments and you want to set stop losses, okay, that's great. This is everybody's individual strategy is individual, and you have to stick with what you know and what you want to do. If you have a plan and you can execute it, good for you. Those are good things. So, just wanted to mention that real quick, and I just wanted to really glance over what's going on here. Lots of green sprinkled in with a little bit of red. Even if we do have a pullback, people are saying that if BTC went up too hard over the weekend, there would be a CME gap to fill. CME gaps do tend to get filled, but in an upward trajectory like we're experiencing right now, it's not the end of the world. It's just that if you see them happen in live time, try not to panic and try not to freak out. Still, it's always a good idea to look for good entry points on the projects that you do believe in, and you'll thank yourself for doing yourself right in the end. So anyways, guys, keep an eye on the videos that are coming out. I can't wait to get into the 1K to 10K challenge and give away $1,000 to some of my early subscribers. That's really why I want to do this, because if this channel does happen to get to it's got a decent showing here, I would love to go back and just say, hey, the new guys that supported me in the beginning, I appreciate you so much. That's why we're doing this. So go ADA, go Synalytics Crypto. I don't know what else to say. Y'all have a great night. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you.